Monica Richards, and I'm going to talk to you about the brain diet. In The Grain Brain by David Perlmutter, the brain weighs 3 pounds and it has 100,000 miles of blood vessels. It contains more connections than there are stars in the Milky Way. It's the fattest organ in your body, and it could be suffering this very minute without you having a clue. In Eat Complete by Drew Ramsey, MD, he said that the American diet is packed with high saturated fats and trans fats. It's also packed with carbohydrates and sugars and vegetable oils. And obesity and diabetes and anxiety levels are on the rise. But depression, anxiety, and dementia are also issues that are on the rise. Healthy diet boosts brain's power, and it can lead to better health. Our brain controls a lot of different things. It controls our heartbeat, our digestive system. It also controls our respiratory system and how we wake up and go to sleep. It affects our mood as well. The brain needs 20% energy supply to function correctly. The brain is 2% of our body's weight, and our brain needs massive amounts of energy and blood flow to perform well. Our brain uses most of the oxygen we breathe and requires a lot of energy. Our brain can become oxygen stressed, which can lead to very bad mental illnesses. It can cause stress and damage to your brain cells and affect blood flow as well. To keep from getting radical oxidative stress of the brain, you need to keep your antioxidant defense system working. Antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin E help your brain fight off of these radical damage. And by consuming a diet rich in nutrients, such as blueberries and olive oil, and things like nuts and seeds, cocoa that's 70% or higher, you can help prevent this radical damage from affecting your brain. There are many brain dysfunctions that don't just start in your genes. It starts in your diet. And right now, there are 5 common illnesses that are being a big problem in the American world today. Most of us know that poor nutrition choices can lead to cancer, diabetes, and obesity. But most of us don't know that poor diet choices can lead to Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, migraines, depression, and anxiety. According to a large national survey in the Brain Diet by Alan Logan, 1 in 2 Americans will have a mental disorder sometime in their life. Maintenance and prevention of mental health can be possible by choosing nutrition sources to steer off these brain disorders. Foods rich in DHA, resveratrol, turmeric, probiotics, coconut oil, alpha lipoic acid, and vitamin D. DHA is usually found in a mother's breast milk, but it can also be found in vitamins, and it's good for your neurological health. Resveratrol is found in red wine. So a glass of red wine each evening it's okay. It helps with the aging process, and it boosts your blood flow to the brain. Turmeric is part of the ginger family, and it is used in many curry recipes and helps produce antioxidants that protect the mitochondria of your brain and reduces your risk of brain disease. Another is probiotics, such as like yogurt and fortified drinks, and it helps alleviate the stress and anxiety levels that you are feeling. Coconut oil is a superfood, and it's one of those oils that you just need a little bit of, and it helps reduce your brain's inflammation, and it helps prevent neurodegenerative diseases. Alpha lipoic acid is another one that your body actually produces, but you may need to require supplements to help up your levels of alpha-lipoic acid. It helps you produce energy and antioxidants for your brain's tissues. And vitamin D, which you can get from stepping out in the sun, or fatty fish and eggs, and milk and cheese, is needed to regulate your enzymes, such as dopamine, to help your mood and stress levels. There are foods that you should avoid though. Not all soy is bad, but you should avoid non-fermented soy, non-fermented tofu, milk, cheese, hot dogs. You should also avoid vegetable oils such as canola oil and corn oil, soybean oil, and also margarine and vegetable shortening. But you can enjoy things like butter and olive oil in its place. Another food to avoid is refined gluten, such as white bread, white pasta, but you can always replace that with whole grain foods and healthful like nut breads and oats. Processed carbs and sugars, such as like donuts, chips, soda, all the good stuff, fried foods and stuff that tastes really good. It's actually really bad on your brain. But you can replace it with other healthy snacks like truffles, homemade dark chocolate truffles. Yeah? No? All right. You can also replace it with like carrots and yogurt topped with granola and dark chocolate like flakes. You can make it better. And another one is eating healthy doesn't have to be all that bad, and you don't have to stick to a regimen. If you eat healthy 80% of the time, you're helping your brain. And the other 20% of the time, you can go out with your friends, eat that hamburger, eat that fried pickle, things like that. Eating healthy doesn't have to be hard. You will have way more energy levels, and it'll help alleviate your stress. This brain MRI, shown on the screen right now, has a normal brain on the right and a gluten-sensitive brain on the left. And this is the damage that eating too much refined gluten does to your brain over time. And so by choosing a diet that is rich in nutrients and antioxidants, you will gain a better metabolism. You will also be more productive, gain energy levels. You will get better sleep. You will have better wake-up patterns. And you will also have better brain activity. So maybe you'll do good on the next test, if you have one, or the final, if you have one of those too. So all in all, I talked to you about the stress that the brain can have, the food that is nutrient-rich to the brain, and the foods to avoid, so you can prevent further causes of mental brain issues. Thank you.